Hey guys, so in this I'm going to be going over The Flash, talking about Ralph Dibny, Harley Sawyer, all that. I know I'm pretty much like 2 months late on this, but then again, I started my channel in September, and the news came out in like, I don't know, March. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing this now. And I want to talk about it because there's a lot of different opinions out there, there's different stories going around, I want to clear it up. So, yeah. I'm going to be reading an article from Entertainment Weekly. I don't remember when this is exactly. Oh, it says right there. August 24th, 2020. So, yeah. A couple months ago. But again, I started my channel in September, so this is why I'm doing it now. And I have opinions about this. I'm not going to be saying them because I don't really want to get into it with people. Because I know a lot of people want Sawyer to stay on the show. They say he shouldn't have gotten fired. And there's people who think he should have. I'm not going to say what side I'm on with that. But, yeah. So, like I said a couple minutes ago, Entertainment Weekly had the showrunner Eric Wallace talk to them about Harley Sawyer being fired for allegations that happened 8 years ago where he was racist and all these other things that are completely disrespectful, not just today or, a couple months ago or a couple months in the future, but forever. This is a disrespectful thing to do at any point in your life, and I recommend not doing this at all. Because if you're a racist, then you can screw off. As I think any person who's going to be racist should. If you have opinions, you keep it to yourself if you're going to be like that. But obviously some people don't learn. So the article starts off by saying, "A long game man is slinking away indefinitely when The Flash returns next year, 2021, in February." And we already know that. And an exclusive interview with EW, The Flash showrunner Eric Wallace revealed how the CW drama will handle Ralph Dibny's super flexible hero following the firing of his portrayer, Harley Sawyer. The actor was dismissed in June after old racist and I can't say that word, sorry, tweets resurfaced. Sawyer issued an apology for the comments on Instagram. I'm not going to go into that. Eric Wallace said, "The beauty of comic book stories and superhero stories are the conventions that heroes come and go, but they never fade away, and they never disappear entirely. So we're going to treat it like we would if we were writing a comic book graphic novel. We're giving Elongate Man a bit of a rest for a while, but we will leave the door open," said Wallace. "Who knows what the future could bring? It is unknown, but I'm not saying by any means that's the end of the character. In fact, quite the opposite. We just don't know when he will return or in what form he will return. And that's the beauty of comic book stories. It keeps it fresh." Before sending Long Game Man off, though, Wallace and the writers felt it was important to honor the character. To that end, Ralph will play an important role in tying up some loose ends from Season 6, which was shortened because of the I just started to say that word, because of the pandemic. In the Season 6 finale, McCulloch framed Sue for killing Carver. In order to wrap that up, which we're going to do at the top of Season 7, Ralph has to be part of that. Now, thank goodness, Ralph is a guy who can change faces and his appearance in many ways. Without giving any spoilers away, there are a couple of ways that we can have Long Game Man still appear in at least one episode this season to wrap that storyline up. That gets us what we need and still allows fans to say goodbye to the character, at least for the indefinite future, Wallace said. So, I understand why a lot of people don't agree with this. I have mixed opinions about it, what they're doing with Ralph. Basically what they're saying is they're going to bring in a whole new actor for one episode to play Ralph and then take him off. and because of the powers he has, what they're probably going to do is they're going to say, like, Ralph takes the blame or to get off a sue, and Ralph leaves to protect his identity and his friends and all that. I think that's probably what they're going to end up doing. It definitely seems that way. I really wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. A lot of things on The Flash are going to be different this year. If you couldn't already tell. They were different last year towards the end. And at least last episode of season 6, that got cut short. You could tell there was a difference. There's definitely going to be a different vibe on the show this year when it comes back in 2021, February. To have one episode tying up Ralph, I'm okay with it, but I would prefer it to be multiple episodes because you know what they're going to do. They're going to pull an episode completely out of the storyline, or at least relatively close to it, but it's going to be a filler episode. That's what I'm going to say. It's going to be a filler episode, and it's going to be pretty early on because they said it's going to be top of the season 7. And it's like, just, tie it out. And by tie it out, I mean bring it out. I should have said that. I don't know why I can't say words today. Just, they need to do more than one episode. Because there's this storyline, it shouldn't be wrapped up in one episode. You can tell me all these opinions that you have about Ralph and all that. This is a big storyline that was literally cliffhangered at the end of last season. And we had to wait, 6 months now just to see it? And it's going to be tied up in one episode? Probably 2. It says at least one episode, but I think we all know that means it'll be one episode. Maybe 1.5, but it definitely won't be more than 2. It'll probably be 2 at most. But they really should I'm not saying drag it out. We don't need another season 6 story happening. I'm saying we need, while people want to say goodbye to Ralph, we need to realize the fact that this is going to be like an episode or 2 storyline that's been going on since the end of season 6. Not including how much of a gap there is between 6 and 7. We don't even know that yet. So the fact, I think we do know the gap. It will be like a couple of seconds after, probably. Like the past 2 seasons have been. God help the show, because we know that's terrible. But if they're going to bring Ralph back, this gives an opportunity to bring Ralph back. It's like with Wally. He was a main character on the show. The guy left to go on Legends, and he left Legends to do whatever the heck else he wanted to do. He's always going to be able to come back to The Flash. He comes back in one episode every season. He came back last season of 617, the year before that, for season 5. He came back in the pilot of season 5, or 501. He came back in season 4, I'm pretty sure, and he came back... Yeah, he came back for the crossover in season 4. In season 3, he was a main character on the show. So, I definitely think that they could bring Ralph back. And I'm not saying it's Harley Sawyer. I'm saying it's whoever they hire. But I think why they're doing this mainly is because of Sawyer's firing, and they don't want to say, "Oh, we're just going to replace him as the main character. We're going to hire someone completely new for a whole season and say, this is Ralph, deal with it." What they're doing is they're going to bring in a new actor, change his face up, change everything about him for one episode so we can say goodbye to Ralph, and that'll be it. Like I said earlier, I have mixed opinions about this. I'm not going to go into that. And you can go into the comments, that's fine. But I definitely think they need to think about this a little bit more, and they probably have. I don't know. I know they're shooting, I think they're on episode 2, maybe 3 by now. I wouldn't be surprised. But, I mean, it seems pretty early on concerning set photos, maybe by episode 3 or 4, we're going to be done with this mirror misses crap. Like, it really seems that way. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was that way. So, when they say pretty early on in season 7, it's probably going to be like episode 3 or 4. Maybe even 2. I think we can all agree it would not be episode 1. They would not make episode 1 a filler episode, and I think we can all agree this Ralph thing's going to be a filler episode. I really do not see this being a full thing, a part of the story. I see it being a filler episode, like episode 4 would probably be the most likely thing. That's my opinion, and I think that would be a right way to go. Just to give Ralph more screen time, if that makes any sense. Because you have a regular season episode that's all about the story. You have all these people in different places. Sometimes, like, you don't have Joe on it. You don't have, you always have Barry, Iris, Caitlin, and Cisco on, and some Wells. But sometimes Ralph or Joe or Cisco, they aren't on half the time when it's a full story episode. Like, they might be in and out for, like, one scene, and then boom, they're out. They're not in for us the episode. If they were going to do a filler episode, they should do it for Ralph. Because it would give Ralph more screen time. Instead of saying, here's episode 4, it's going to continue the story, but it's all about Ralph. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Like, just having everything put on hold in the story just for Ralph, when it's not a filler episode, it should definitely be a filler episode. And again, that's my opinion. That's what it should be. And I'm not saying, people won't watch a filler episode. I think we all watch a filler episode. We know how kind of bad it is and how boring. But this way we get to say, hey, he gets a new episode. This is it. And, goodbye to Ralph. And we'll see him in another season. Or a future season, hopefully. So I definitely think that's what's going to happen there. So I have more Arrowverse videos planned for this week. I'm recording this on Sunday, so at the point in time you're watching this, it's probably Sunday night or Monday morning, depending on what time you're in. My plan is to get out a variety of content this week. What I mean is I'm not going to be uploading all Flash videos this week. While it will be probably 90% Arrowverse content, I'm going to be switching up between Stargirl, Supergirl, Superman and Lois, and Arrow, surprisingly. And I'm going to be doing news and leaks towards the first half of the week. And when I'm done with all the news and leaks, I'm going to be going over the theories, my theories that I have for Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and Stargirl. All those theories videos will be towards the end of the week. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want to get all news and leaks out of the way first. I think that's the most important thing to do. Now, if you do enjoy, hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button. I'm really trying to get to the Arrowverse community. So please subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.